Well, good evening, everybody. As I sit here looking for just the right nail polish, I'm going to remind you that I am the naughty Alexis Way. Don't push your luck, Pinky. And, yeah. But, sweetie,
And I am the nice
Pinky
Tony
Toscadero.
Homeperm.
Pardon?
The nice Tony Homeperm.
Yeah, something like that. You're giving us a very pink.
Yes, very pink. Why not? Think pink tonight.
It looks more like you. It seems you did more than simply think it. It seems like you went swimming in it.
We had intimate relations.
That's. I may never view the color pink again the same way. Have you ever seen my pink evening cape?
I don't know.
It's suede trimmed in fox.
Oh. Suede
Somebody
trimmed
that
in
we're
fox.
both acquainted with told me, though, oh, I'm going to borrow that.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, are you now? Security.
Okay. Oh, we have a hello from Drew DeMarco. Hi, Drew. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, Drew. So, Tony, you had gigs this weekend. Tell us about.
I had a show at a little local place called the Mad Batter. We did a little, me, Tom Cat, and Stella Virgin did a little Broadway themed drag show. So it was fun.
And where was I? No, I'm kidding. No, and you also entertain at the nursing homes. Hey, girl.
TJ, hi TJ.
This nice-looking young man
Mm-hmm.
has a secret identity.
Oh.
By night, he becomes Amy Lee Celestia, who at times becomes Liza Minnelli.
Oh, and will be our guest for the Pride.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy.
Yes.
And
A lot of nerds looking so trade in that profile pic.
Yeah, he is a cute little thing. So's his husband or his wife.
he says Liza with a Z, honey.
Uh-huh. Because Lisa with the goes
the picture is Trey, but as soon as she opens her mouth, girl.
Litty titty. Hey, girl, hey. I swear I can hear her giggling all the way here in Queens.
The picture is all Trey, but as soon as she's like, hey, girl.
Just don't let her open her mouth. Well,
yes,
you know what? I'm going to be nice, or attempt to be.
She's laughing.
Okay, so far I'm finding nothing but top coat. I can't imagine why in my house.
Yeah, she says she opens her mouth and a purse falls out. We believe it, honey.
And pumps and wigs.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. As soon as she opens her mouth, I'm big old 50. Even I can't do that. That's scary. You'll just have to bear with me a moment. Perhaps if I can read the label. I know you're enjoying this.
Why would anyone want to read the label?
Yeah. Well, we read labels and whatnot to avoid looking like certain other people that we're acquainted with.
I wouldn't know them.
You know what? I just never thought that it would be possible for either you or I to look so much like a real woman.
Of course. Of course. I'm mistaken all the time.
You know what? I've tried so hard to maintain what pitiful little amount there is left of my composure. Because the mood I'm in today, I just feel like naming names. It's like, no, there will be no tea tonight.
Oh, Justice. Hey, Justice.
Hi, Justice. How are you, handsome?
We're good. We're
You
good.
naughty, naughty little furball, you.
Don't steal. Don't try to steal our wigs.
I mean, seriously, I, I'm almost at the point of being like, you know what? Why don't I just take attendance?
Take attendance. Okay.
Oh, and honey, don't bother sticking around to see what color the wall's going to turn, because
Mm-hmm.
the wall's coming down.
Oh, oh my.
Okay, yeah, it's just I probably moved the junk, and you know what? I don't care. No, I'm just over it because I still believe because we're not actually out of the pandemic yet,
True. I don't know if
and,
we ever will be.
but the fact of the matter is, the numbers go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crapshoot,
Mm-hmm.
and it really does, in a very negative way, irk the shit out of me
Mm-hmm.
that people still have time for petty things. I'm like, really? How much would it honestly cost you to go get a bag of business and mind it? They just don't learn, Tony.
I know. I know.
They don't learn, and I just don't know if I still have it in me to cheat her.
Well,
You have a look on your face that says, "I have faith in you, Alexis."
I do.
Yeah, yeah. Faith in Alexis playing to start shit. Oh yeah, she got this.
I'm just gonna hand you a pot and a spoon.
Oh, a friend of ours, we discussed at one point buying giant wooden spoons like they used to have for kitchen decor
Mm-hmm.
and spray painting them gold and giving out the big spoon award to the biggest shit stirrer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we
The
have
only problem is,
a
we
viewer
don't
from
know.
the UK, Claudia Cockfrock. Hello, Claudia. Thanks for
Well,
tuning in.
Ms. Cockfrock, thank you for joining us. Are
Yes.
you naughty or are you nice?
Nice.
Speaking of naughty and
And
nice,
nice. Yes,
we have a fabulous guest
we do.
who at times has been both.
Nothing wrong with that.
She's basically, for the most part, she's very nice.
Mm.
I would just advise staying on her good side. She doesn't piss off very well.
Stay on her
I
good
ain't
side.
mad at
I appreciate that.
her.
I'm the same way.
And this lady,
Mm-hmm.
when she hits the stage, she brings the noise.
Good.
Honey, actually, first let's bring her on, then I'll talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please help Toni and I welcome the fabulous Tatyana Monet.
Hello, girl.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I don't see the guys. Toni, do you see the guys?
Well, hi girls. What's going
Thank
on?
you.
What's the tea, girl?
Oh, honey, we passed cheap. Girl, we passed cheap. We're on Jack Daniels now.
Mm.
All right.
Tea is
No, I
piping.
was just telling our viewers before we brought you on that you bring the noise.
I try to, honey.
Because I remember once, so I was still hosting for the Imperial Court in New York. I was still hosting the Noble Show, but no, it wasn't. I was co-hosting the event. I wanted a disco thing. This girl comes out and does one of my old standards. Brainstorm, loving is really my game.
Yes.
And earned it. I'm like, she's fabulous. I hate her guts, but she's fabulous.
But I love you though.
Yeah.
Just don't piss me off.
And that's another thing. It's like she's been. I know she's been naughty and she's been nice. For the most part, she's very nice, but she doesn't piss off very well. So you might want to watch that.
Exactly.
Well, there's a lot of girls like that.
Oh, hello, Danny. Vanessa Valtre.
Hello.
Bitch? My cousin Vanessa Valtre.
Hey, Vanessa.
Another legendary performer. But she's a bitch.
The best ones are.
Is that how I've done this for so long?
Absolutely.
I knew there had to be a trick.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
No, but Well, thank you, Aria. No, because Tatyana, I'm good, Danny. We're doing a show. Oh, Tatyana, Justice says
Hi,
hello. Remember
Justice.
Justice.
Yes.
And celibacy to you, Vanessa.
Yeah. You're so silly.
See, where is she? She's somewhere here in Queens, laughing her ass off right now. But that's okay. She doesn't want me to go mommy dearest. I'll go cut up the lemons and start rubbing them into my elbow. Oh, actually, that was Barbara Streisand.
Yes. Christine.
Mommy dearest was the lotion on the elbows.
Mm.
It was Barbara Streisand who was the lemon on the elbows.
And
Wow,
no, yes, honey.
I almost had to surrender my gay card.
Oh my.
Yes. You don't want to do that, darling.
No, never that. So, Tatyana, tell us about Tatyana Monet.
Well, as you see, if you can see, I am your current reigning Miss Gay United States Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And I will be running for Miss Black Princess in August. And I've been a part of the Imperial Court for the last 7 years.
Oh.
Give or take.
Yeah, 7 years of the Imperial Court of New York.
If you're, I thought I was going to 7 years. If you're 7 years, then Ambrosia and I are 8 years. Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, time flies.
Yeah, right? When you're not thinking about it, right?
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm doing
well,
that.
I think the phrase actually goes, "Time flies when you're having fun."
Mm.
Yes, honey. My grandmother always
Next
told me that.
subject.
Mm-hmm.
Next topic. No, but Tatyana, congratulations. Now, as far as the pageants, now on the pageant scene, how many girls would you say that we would all be mutually acquainted with are there?
You actually have met a lot of girls. You may not know them by face, and some of them come out as boys, but you've met a lot of girls on that platform. You've met you've had BB Sahara from Drag Races.
Okay.
She's been there. Rebecca Glasscock has been a part of the Imperial
I
Court.
remember Rebecca. She was such a sweetie and very.
You've had Nina Flowers have come to the Imperial Court ball. So
Okay.
we've had a couple of them come join us.
Okay, because Ambrosia and I are acquainted with Scarlet Envy.
Mhm.
Hello, LaBelle. How are you, dear? So, now LaBelle is somebody that Toni and I know and have worked with. She's another one that brings the noise. Great dancer. But honey, if you ever need anything stoned, look her up.
Okay.
Her stone game is tight.
No, stoning is a bitch, though.
And honey, you know I don't give gravy to my sisters, but that bitch's stone game is tight.
Yes.
Trust me, I have to stone a whole suit. Right.
You know, LaBelle, you're about to get high on these 6,000 fumes, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, speaking of pageants, a friend of LaBelle's and I, Matt Quinn, he just won the Mr. Gay USA.
Gay United States.
Who's
Yes,
this?
Gay United States.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
He is your current reigning.
Yeah, so congratulations
Who
to
is this?
Matt Quinn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've heard.
Although I think his Facebook name is Quinn Matthews.
Matthews.
Yes, but same
Okay.
person.
Right.
Great guy, and I was very glad to see that he won, because he's entered a lot of times, and I think he's placed, but this is the first time he actually won the whole kit and caboodle. So
Mm-hmm.
congratulations.
They actually have it posted on JP Gala.
Mhm.
He actually has it on his page, and then if you follow some of the people underneath that, and then Matthew has it on his page,
Mhm.
because it was a 3-day process, 3-day pageant. They also are doing Miss Gay United States
Mhm.
pageant in Texas, so
Mhm.
they're doing that. So the girl will be finding out, I guess, on Sunday or Friday.
Okay.
They've been doing that since Monday, so they'll be doing that. And they basically are going to do that. And congratulations to Twin Matthews, and that's good.
Mhm.
It's a really good pageant system to be in, and he's going to have fun and a lot of exposure.
Well, you know what? And I've said this to you when you joined the court too. I tell all the younger entertainers, first and foremost. I mean, it's not. Well, of course, it's fabulous when the audience enjoys your number, but first and foremost, you go out there to please yourself.
Right.
Because if you're not having fun being on stage,
No one
no
else.
one is going to have fun watching you on
No.
And
stage.
this is true.
And if they don't have fun watching you, you don't get respect and you don't get paid.
And this is
And-
And that will simply never do.
No,
it's,
no.
And that ain't what we're selling at Miss Mona.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned, even like when I'm performing, if I mess something up, I make a joke about it.
keep going. You gotta.
No, you can make a joke about it after the number.
And just, yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know what? I'm figuring, you know what? It's just more material, more material to use for entertaining purposes. And
Yeah, but you know what? That's another thing that bothers me, along with people still having time to blow foo-foo during a pandemic. People that drag is supposed to be fun.
Mhm.
and
Okay,
my
and-
husband says, "Hello, beautiful Tatyana."
Hi, how are you, darling?
hey, Frank. And some gals, they take it and themselves entirely too seriously.
Mhm.
I mean, to the point where sometimes it gets painful to watch such performance.
Mhm.
I mean, just like when someone tells you to wear sensible shoes. For a drag queen, these are sensible shoes. There is nothing sensible about doing drag. I bother wearing a sensible shoe.
No, it's not.
I just had during the week when I was doing one of my nursing home shows, and I think I was wearing these rhinestone stilettos because I want to give them 110% when I perform, and I was wearing these really beautiful rhinestone stilettos, and this one lady was like,
She stole them from my closet.
she was like, "Are those shoes comfortable?" And I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "But they're beautiful, right?" She was like, "Oh my, yes, they're They're absolutely beautiful." I said, "Well, that's all that counts."
In the meantime, the woman she's talked to is saying to herself, I bet her shoes come with a mail-in rebate.
1 second,
on
guys.
the street corner.
Oh no, we lost Tatyana.
No, I'm right here. Come on.
We see
Honey, she's hanging out with us. She probably had to freshen her cocktail.
Crystal Carter. Thank you. She says we're all fabulous. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal.
And Danny says that he loves you, Tatyana.
And Danny seems to love all the girls.
Yes.
No, I had to let the dog in. She was sitting at the
Oh,
window.
okay.
Oh,
That takes precedence.
LaBelle,
LaBelle's.
we've seen your shoes, girl.
They're not sensible.
Okay, the shoes crusted for $400 worth at Swarovski are not sensible. Nice try. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny loves you too, Alexis. Oh, and look who it is. Edwina Skudowicz herself.
Oh, that old bitch.
That old bitch. Can you believe it?
As a matter of fact, she will be our guest on
Yes.
September 22nd.
Yes. Can't wait. That's going to be
We're going into our third year, and it took this long. Wait till we get our hands on her.
I know.
She's going to get Alexis. No, anyway.
That will be and we'll be talking all about the next Drag a Go-Go.
Yes, we're back. The
Yes,
ladies of
finally
Drag
back.
a Go-Go are back.
Yes.
Bigger, well, some of us actually aren't bigger.
Hi, Danny.
Danny wants to know what kind of shoes you're wearing, Tatyana.
I'm not wearing any.
Me either. Not for video. No.
Yeah, and beauty's also expensive.
I'm not wearing a shoe. Not today, honey.
Yeah, yes, Crystal. Beauty is pain. That's who I'm giving. Frenchie from Greece. Sandy. Beauty is pain.
You know what's funny? Madison, we all know and love Madison Mansfield.
Yes.
She did a drag brunch.
Fendi, stop.
She hosted a drag brunch, this past Halloween.
Come here.
And having lost a lot of weight, because Tatyana, you also remember
Talk to
me
the
being
people.
heavier.
Talk
Oh,
to them.
I decided for one of my
cutie.
numbers,
Talk to them.
I was going to wear this little black dress. I did. And I did from burlesque. I did Christina Aguilera's I Am a Good Girl,
Mm-hmm.
turned it out, and then Toni informed me, oh, so that's your Halloween costume.
Yes,
I was a
being
good
a good
girl.
girl.
Mm.
Jamie.
It worked. It made sense.
Hello, pussycat. Tomcat.
Stop.
My
Oh,
dra- my my official drag daughter. My
that
only
person
one.
who never calls me.
She never calls. I don't have to call. I just open the window and I say, Dorothy, pull your dress down. The whole neighborhood can see your business. She literally lives right down the street from me. Well, actually, up the street.
Okay, Danny, you're a sweetheart, but we're trying to do a show here, honey.
Thank you. Next.
There's only one more stop we make from my saying that.
Uh-oh.
We
Thank
don't
you,
have to
Jamie.
mention it.
Thank you, Jamie.
So,
Tom, no one deserves to see your business.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what? If they see his business, it serves them right for having looked.
Oh, wow.
By the
God
way,
God will indeed have gotten them for that.
God will get him for that. By the way, Tom and I are going to be headlining at Governor's Comedy Club in August.
Yay!
Well,
As Dorothy and Sophia.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Very excited.
I'm very proud of both of you.
He says B. Arthur's brassiere.
That's my line, you bitch. The password is B. Arthur's.
His brassiere. That's 3 words though.
Oh, who cares?
Now, Tatyana,
Yes.
what goes into a pageant? Like all the preparation?
Oh, a lot. Coming up with outfits, coming up with talent, stoning. You have to have a stoning party, depending on what kind of dress you wear, your pattern and dresses. You have to have a stoning party. Somebody has to lay your dress across their table and just start stoning the design in the dress. So it takes hours and dedication. That's why when you become a performer, it is a lot of dedication and it's a lot of hard work. And which people think, it's 5 minutes glitz and glam because that's what you see in the presence.
Right.
But you don't know the workmanship that goes behind it, the costumes that you have to come up with, because the outfits, you can't wear the same thing twice or 3 times because they'll be like, oh, well, girl, you wore that over there. You wore that here.
And certain judges will clock you for that.
Yeah, they will, definitely, instantly. And if it's borrowed,
also some judges, because some judges still adhere to the old pageant rules.
Yes.
And if you know certain judges are on the panel, your hair better be in an updo.
Yes. That's a must.
I mean, it's not as important today as it was years ago. But that actually, I really can't say that because that depends entirely on the judge.
Yes.
Hi,
but, you get the right judge, your hair better be up. So now, also, Tatyana, because it's been a long time since I've done a pageant, and I wouldn't even entertain the thought today. But I mean, because I remember, and when I did it. I mean, I had no idea what I was getting into because not only do you have to pay an entry fee and then lodgings, but you have to pay admission fees for your entire staff, whether they be dancers, dressers. So basically, some of these ladies, it's like they live at home with their parents because every dime they make at their job goes to the pageant. I mean...
Hi, Frank Anthony.
It's my son Frank. How are you, darling?
Frank, yes.
Hi, Frank.
But also, but some of these ladies, it's one thing, there's queens who make beautiful gowns and whatnot, But some of these ladies spare no expense, and they will walk the runway wearing Bob Mackie, Ferragamo.
Right,
I
right.
mean, we're talking the lead red carpet designers. What kills me though is they wear these dresses. I have these dresses, and
Hmm.
I don't stone over them. That's like painting a mustache on the Mona Lisa. That is somebody's
Mm.
art you're tampering with.
Right.
I mean, granted, once you buy the dress, you can do what you will with it. But I think it's sinful to do that to another designer's work.
Right.
I mean, no one else has to agree, but you understand. But no, but you see, I've actually watched documentaries.
Hmm.
Oh my God, and Tony, we bitch about panty girdles and waist cinchers, honey. You haven't lived. So you've seen your sister dressing next to you bust out that heavy duty saran wrap and duct tape.
Mm.
Exactly. That's the
You-
old school girls, honey.
oh yes, man.
That's the old school girl.
But let me tell you, it works.
It does. It does.
Oh my.
It works, and honey,
You can't
when
believe.
you go back to the dressing room, they're ready to cut themselves out of that.
Yes.
Duck, duck, because that blubber is going to be so happy to be free. It's not going to care where it goes or what it is.
Mm.
Honey. But I mean, but no, and is there a lot of cattiness in the pageant?
Yes. And you know how it is when you are not the winner or you're not the chosen one, it can be very catty because of the crew that you bring with it. And that's why you have to realize the people that come with you have to realize there's some pageants you're going to win and some of them that you are going to lose.
Oh
So
yeah,
in the process of losing the pageant, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into before you do it.
and especially if they're working with you.
Right,
Okay, it's about you. They're along for the ride. They're there to showcase you, not the other way around.
right.
I mean, because also I've seen that, for the 3 years that I did it, and this one queen, she won that particular time, and I thought she was a pod person because she was like one of the sweetest bitches you ever met in all your born days.
Hmm.
I'm like, and you just want a drag pageant, and you're that nice?
Right.
Like, okay, either she's from another planet or she knows what to do stuff. But anyhow, in any way, but I mean, the dances with her, and it's like they're like telling her, it's like her dancers are telling her what to do, and I'm
Right.
like, yeah, well, a guy like me, I had to say something. I had to say something, and they didn't like it. I didn't care. But no, I mean, but it's awful. I mean, I can understand if somebody thinks enough of your talent,
Right.
they want you to accompany them on their pageant journey. But it is still that person's chance, not a star vehicle for a backup dancer.
Right.
At
Oh,
least that's how I
hi,
see it.
Evan.
Well, I've had backup dancers upstage me in pageantry,
Oh,
and then I didn't know that they were doing it. And then in the process of doing that, they did it, and I saw a video later on, and I said, "Well, what were you doing? It wasn't about you at that moment."
Someone else's dancers?
No, somebody was dancing for me, and they
Uh-huh.
tried to upstage me, and I'm the one that they come to see,
Girl.
and I didn't see it until I saw the video.
And I bet you they should be quite grateful
mm.
that you didn't see it at the time.
Yeah, really.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry that something like that happened.
But we are no longer friends. But it happens. That's what
Yeah,
happens
but
in
you
the.
know what? You know what? I'm not even going to scold or offer an opinion because if somebody can do that to you, it's not that you're no longer friends. You just had to find out later on that you weren't friends in the
From
first
the
place.
beginning. Yeah, exactly.
That's just, to me, that's just an awful person.
Right.
And you know what? That's another thing about life that just irritates the hell out of me.
Yeah, but you live and learn. Like that in that world, you live and learn who friends are, who you can actually hang on to. And then, people come in your life for a reason and for a season. And some people,
You know what? Sadly, truer words have never been spoken.
so, you have to put those people that are deep rooted in friendship at the top of the line. You know what I mean? And some people are just going to be like the leaves on the tree. They blow over here, they blow over there. And, they just take from the tree. They don't give from the tree. You know what I mean?
No, that's why they always.
So, and it's the same thing with pageantry. You have to realize who you're dealing with. And if you're the it girl for that year, because sometimes it's about the it girl.
True.
Oh yeah,
Right.
but the it girl is hot that year.
Right,
Next year, someone else got tagged in their it.
right,
I see, because one thing, like say when Ambrosia and I joined the Imperial Court, we were the it girls that year. Okay, and that was cute. But the thing is, but we also knew. I mean, this is like a couple of months to a year.
right,
I mean, it's nice to be the it girl. It really is. But you have to know going into it, it's never permanent.
right, right,
It's never permanent. Enjoy it as long as you have it. Yeah, it might take you 10 years not to be the it girl. It might take you 10 minutes not to be the it girl.
right, right.
No, because I've seen both happen.
Mm.
I really have. I mean, this one queen I knew from Texas, she was the it girl for years. With so many years, you had to wonder what it was.
Right, right.
But I mean, and then you see other places, really, really great up and coming young entertainers. Okay, Fed, you're it. And then the next week, yeah, who was that girl that worked here? Is she ever coming back? That type of thing.
Right, right.
But and it happens all the time in life. It just seems to happen a little bit more in our community.
Well,
But,
it happens in our community more. And being in the gay society, I fight for trans rights. I fight for equality. I fight for these things. And, it can be very catty against each other,
Oh, it really can be.
Like,
It really can be. But that's why after all these years, I pretty
Oh,
much.
Oh, Chiletta,
Wait.
you're always the it person.
Gillette's another one that brings the noise. Well, we all bring the noise.
yes, in our own way.
But it's one thing to bring the noise, simply bring the noise. And it's another thing that when you leave, they still hear the noise.
Exactly.
That's when
It's what they remember you by.
But no, Chuletta's another great person. We love Chuletta. As a matter of fact, isn't Chuletta your drag mother, Tony?
Yes.
Okay, next.
What?
Just asking.
He's my drag.
Oh, she said next. You know what? I can't with y'all. You know what? I can't. I can't with
Yes,
y'all.
you can. You know you can. You know you can. Because oh my God, and and another thing, Tatyana, Tony and I wanted to thank you for showing up at the '80s show last week.
Yes.
Oh, no problem, darling.
And to anyone who's watching, that that was a cast member with us, we would also like to thank you. Now you've been thanked. Go away. No.
Right.
Oh, but no, you know what it was? I was really looking forward. Yes, LaBelle, you said that just a few minutes ago, dear.
And James
Thank
loves
you,
your hair.
Jamie. Actually, it's funny you should say that. I just pinned this one differently, but this one is another one of my vast collection of Wig Wizard wigs. Tony, we're gonna have to design a label for Frank.
Oh,
Seriously,
thank you, Chiletta. We love you too.
Oh, Chuletta, thank you so much. Tatyana, I thought she froze.
No, I'm here, darling.
She's here.
I'm listening to you loud and clear.
Okay. Well, honey, I think Mars is listening to me.
No, I gotta ask. I gotta bring up a little bit of scandal.
Well, come on now. Come on.
Scandal.
Don't worry. It's
Must I clutch my pearls?
It's just the three of us. No one will hear.
That means it's a nationwide hookup. Go ahead.
Nationwide is on your side.
You ain't heard this from me because I ain't one to gossip.
Right now.
Well, we're
I'm
waiting.
not going to name names, but of course, I'm sure you follow that the drag queens, the buyers beware page on Facebook.
I
And
already got two names that just popped into my head.
well, I'm not going to name any names. I mean, there's too many to name. But a lot of times, you see these like some of the same people getting called out all the time that they've either taken a commission or or done something for somebody, and it's like completely
Yeah, well, when your
wrong.
name is called out, bad enough it gets called out once. But when it's called out repeatedly, it's time to do one out of two things. Start doing the right thing or disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.
Hey, Eric.
We're good. We're good.
Eric's
Thank
a
you so much,
nice young
Stacy.
man from Maryland. Oh, wait, that
Oh,
bitch
okay.
Tatyana lives in Maryland. Better not tell her about it.
Uh,
Oh, hey, girl, hey.
hey, girl.
Well, what is it about drag that it seems to like there's so many people that are trying to like rip off other queens like that? Well, I mean,
Especially because drag queens never have money, as it constantly gets reinvested in our wardrobe.
Right.
I mean, but
Oh,
also,
I make a lot of money, but I don't have any.
but also
It's all in there and up there.
but it's like we've got this whole little network well, it's really not little, but it's like it's so easy to get like a bad reputation.
Quickly.
Well, especially
Yeah.
if you do shitty things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also
Yeah.
have to understand it's better enough that you're doing shitty things. Don't do shitty things in a community populated by people who live to find things to bitch about.
Yeah. Exactly.
There is that factor also. Because there's one particular lady, we're all acquainted with her. I won't name names.
Please don't name the names.
But she's up in all of those rooms and has commented, and I don't think I've seen a post that she hasn't commented.
Mindy, look over here.
What?
I was talking to the dog.
Oh, the dog.
I'm like, okay, this is horrible things that people do, but you have to comment on every post. It's like, I'm saying that I'm like, I couldn't even comment if I wanted to because it's all been said on this post, on that one too. Oh, she didn't even miss that one. See, and I just sit there, and one day I'm gonna say something. That will be quite a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yes, LaBelle, that is true.
Girl,
What did she say? Let me see.
Her pet
we all
peeve
know what LaBelle is talking about.
is makers who complain about not being paid, yet they were the ones who let customers take it with a promise to be paid.
Mm.
Dumb. Yes.
Only to get there and find out that the crowd that the owner promised wasn't there. If it weren't for a table bought by a fan of the show, we wouldn't have made any tips that day.
Right.
But I'm not one to gossip. So you didn't hear that.
So you ain't heard it from me. Okay.
We didn't hear from you.
No. You know me. I'm a paragon of piety.
Yes.
You know what? I live in a lightning-proof house.
Good thing.
Oh, yeah, because I would have never gotten out of this chair fast enough. I wouldn't have been able to. And I could just hear all you bitches out there in Cyberland going, yeah, right, bitch. I ain't mad. Oh, Jamie, thank you, dear.
Belle said she
Oh,
heard
you
it.
know
She was
what?
there.
Just throw an old bitch under the bus, why don't you, LaBelle? Mm-hmm. Well, but LaBelle, you see, what had happened was, Tony, we are not passing go. We're not collecting $200.
No
going
$200.
You know what? That's okay because I got Helen avoided a divorce one year. I own it now.
Sit down.
I'm about to be your landlady, girl. You'd be surprised how similar it'll be to how it's depicted on South Park. So I just put red chrome powder on my fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It looks like a car that got totaled in Demolition Derby.
Jamie, you never ask a lady how long she's been doing something.
Okay. How long? Well, I can't speak for the other two young ladies, but I've been doing this sometime before speech replaced sign language.
I've been doing this since 2003.
That's a long
Toni.
time. What is it? I've only been doing this since 2017. So,
And still, I keep forgetting.
I just had my five-year drag anniversary, actually.
Did they give you a
Last
coin
April.
for that?
No. You know what you get?
Nothing.
Bupkis.
Bupkis. I get that at every event.
Bunions.
Right.
No, I've never gotten those things.
Bone spurs.
Actually,
Back spasms.
they've actually discovered that's actually what I have in my lower back.
Back spasm, honey. I get a back spasm in a minute.
Oh, honey, those are bad.
Jamie, I was just teasing you.
But Jamie, actually, with no offense is taken, honey, but for a drag queen, that actually is asking the bitch how old she is.
LaBelle's next year is her 10th.
Well, congratulations, LaBelle.
Although I do think that like when you're doing drag, a lot of drag, I think a drag year it's like a dog year. Like a year when you're doing drag, you age.
Yes, and quickly.
I
That is
wouldn't
not
know
doing
what
drag.
you ladies are talking about.
Well, unless you're draining like the vitality of souls from innocence.
And this is why I will never commit a crime with Toni Homeperm.
No.
Yeah.
Just throws all your secrets out there, ass right under the bus. You know where you're going, Alice? To the moon.
The moon.
Bang, zoom. Yeah, never committing a crime with Toni Homeperm. Yeah, she'll sit there. I told her it wasn't a good idea. Will you shut up, you bitch?
I told her. She wouldn't listen to me.
No, because
I warned her.
Tatyana, you don't even know. Because Toni Homeperm, in reality, is quite the bitch. But I can see it. Now, you see this shit here?
I've never seen her act like that. Never.
Thank you, Ty.
Girl,
Thank you.
you know what? I ain't even fucking with you.
Oh,
I can
you love
see
her,
it.
girl.
I can see it now. I'm going to be dragged out of a club in a straitjacket. But you don't understand. She really is a bitch.
I don't know why she says.
And as
these
Toni sits
terrible
there
things about
dapping
me.
those phony tears, a few minutes later, I come back in, wiping the blood from my fangs with a tattered straitjacket, thanking her for the snap. Bitch. No, but I do that every morning. I call her, Toni, have you forgotten? I don't think so. Forgotten what? That you're a bitch.
Me? No one
No,
would
but
ever.
you know what?
no one
When
will ever
Toni and I
believe it.
talk in the morning, though, there have to be areas where the cell towers are glowing red.
Right.
Because back in the days, like, honey, go back as far as
Thank
the
you.
80s before cell
Thank you,
phones.
Jamie. Jamie knows that I'm amazing. Thank you, Jamie.
Really, Jamie? I know you got some chapstick, honey.
Oh,
But because, like, say, perfect example, back in the 80s, after Dynasty, after the weekly episode of Dynasty, there was no bird sitting on any telephone wire anywhere. Those lines were hot. Especially when they took Fallon up in a flying saucer. I just happened to deposit her back in Denver for the season premiere of Dynasty. I'm like, all right. Can I get the number of Aaron Spelling? Yeah, no, never mind. So, in addition to the pageants, I mean, are you you are a trans activist.
yes.
And in case people are wondering, you are also a trans lady.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, there was. I don't know if you saw Tatyana, but they're coming out with a Laverne Cox Barbie. It's the first transgender Barbie doll.
Really?
Wow.
I haven't seen that.
Yes, I just saw it. I just saw it like post it on social media.
Oh, well, that would be great because that's a great thing for, trans women have fought for many rights and things like that, and we're all people in the end of the day. So, it's more harder for jobs and things like that because, they see your license and some of them, people have not changed their name from their boy name to the girl name.
Right.
So, society always puts us in categories my aunt that passed away, she was a trans woman and she lived her life her life.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it came time for her death, it was a big controversy with my family. And I was like, with my mom, I said to her, I said, why are you going to put her in a suit?
Oh, no.
She's never been in a suit all her life. Everybody knew her as Kelly, right? And I said to her, I said, well, why would you put her in a suit? I said, if something happened to me, would you put me in a suit? I said, people know me as Tatyana, and I live as Tatyana.
Right.
Why would you put me in a suit? And people wouldn't know who I am. But that's that old school religion and the whole thing like that. And I'm like, I said, but yes, we are now in the 21st century. Yes, you are going to be who you are, but at the same time, I got to be who I am because you can't live for me.
And trust and believe. You think you're going to get away with putting me away in a suit? Trust me, that's not what I'm going to be wearing.
Right, because when I get back, don't you worry.
Only if it's designed by Bob Mackie,
Right. Or Gustavo. I need a Gustavo suit, honey.
Even to someone like me, it can happen that someone mistakes your kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
It's actually happened quite recently. And I'm not doing anything about it. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not doing anything about it at this present time.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
It is, but other people would probably view what I plan on doing as revenge, but I don't. I basically see it as a lesson that somebody needs to learn.
Love you, Jamie.
But it's funny though because you know what? I posted about this not too long ago, and ladies, you have also experienced this. Why is it that somebody will literally go out of their way to ask you for it? Oh, they just go out of their way to ask for it.
Fendi style.
But then they get all kinds of butthurt when you give it to them. I mean, seriously. They will go out of their way to antagonize you, knowing that you are eventually going to flip. But then when you flip, after all their antagonization, when you flip, then you're the bad guy.
Right.
And people actually believe that bullshit, but they were standing in there when that person pulled their crap.
Right.
So you basically saw this whole thing. You know why I blew up the way I did, but I'm still wrong.
Right.
Okay. Another person for the classroom. Because you know what it is? I mean, I just recently had a lung procedure done and all that. And I just realized people are going to do shitty things. But they don't get to gauge how upset I get. I get to gauge them. And it is possible, I found this out, when they don't like it. Sometimes when people go out of their way to do those shitty things, it backfires. And then they become the ones who get upset. Don't you just hate that?
Oh, hate when that happens.
Pity.
Yep.
But no, this was a special trust that was betrayed. A long-standing one. The basis of it, truthfully, is quite trivial. It's just I would have expected it from anyone on earth but that particular person. And
but that's like I said, those are the people that hurt you most because they know you.
But this is a person that has been there.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And and plus, if you're going through some shit that would make you act like that, tell me about it. But don't make me a victim of it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you take my kindness for weakness, weakness will not be your final memory of me.
Right.
But this isn't about me. So
No.
Tatyana,
Oh, it's about everyone. Don't say that. It's about all of us. We're here.
no, you know what? I really don't see too much about me right now, and I don't say that in a bad way.
Right.
I say it because you know what? I had my time in the sun more than once, probably more than my fair share.
I thought you couldn't go out in the sun.
Oh no, I can go out by day. I just avoid direct sunlight. It's my sister and mother who are bound by the laws of the old legend.
Oh, that horrible Tony Flame. Oh,
I know.
can't stand her.
Although I'm wondering, because Tony, you do favor each other, even though she's
Think?
so much older than you.
I
You
don't.
might want to research your family tree. You also might want to research your closet and jewelry collection.
Yeah, I think I need to do that.
She's been
before.
seen on Long Island recently.
I could have swore she was wearing some of my jewelry and clothes. I could swear.
Do you remember not too long ago? I gave you a very pretty silver beaded blazer.
I can't find it
It
anywhere.
looks great on you. Well, it didn't look as pretty on her as it did on you.
She was wearing it?
Yes. Didn't you watch my Mother's Day episode?
Mm.
Right, that's right. It did look familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, did it.
How dare she?
And
Ta-
she had the gall
Tatyana
to ask me
tried
what I
to sleep
thought
with
about
my
the
husband.
show.
What?
She tried to sleep with my husband to get wigs.
Oh Lord.
That's my job.
I told you that.
Well, I hope so.
See, the vampire of legend cannot enter a place unless they're invited.
Well,
I
know.
told them not to invite the bitch in.
I know, but she's she said she was your sister.
Yeah, but see, but once you invite them in, then they can get in and out without your
She
permission.
just, pulled the wool right over my eyes. What can I
Fox, come meet the hen house.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh yeah, this is yeah, and then introducing Tom Cat as our mother.
do? Mother Flame.
Mhm. That was it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. The episode was funny as hell.
It was.
And we got to really next time sit down and come up with a plan. Was it funny? Yes. It was also like the uncut version, like a 2-hour blooper reel.
Actually, the bloopers at the end were like
But you know what, though?
pee in your pants funny.
It was worth putting a face on because the three of us kiki. I mean, someday, you know what? And we should do that once a month or once every couple of months. Some days it's just worth it. Bitch, paint your face and get on a face call with your girlfriend.
Well, that's why we started doing this, because of the pandemic.
That's
Right, right.
It is because basically that the premise of this show, it's like a 3-way call. And anyone watching, they're the eavesdroppers.
Yeah.
Right. Come on in the room. That's what I always say. Come on in the room and talk to me.
That's it. If you ain't got nothing nice to say about the next one, come sit next to me.
Right, right.
Well, it is about that time, and I might have to call that young man
Well, all right now. Call him, honey.
honey. Attractive, looks like he can bench press a Buick. Well, really, see if you can bench this old Maserati. Don't sing it, bring it.
Uh-oh.
So, Tatyana, where can we find you on social media, my dear?
You can find me on Facebook at Tatyana Monet. You can find me on Instagram at Monet Tatyana. And that is where I am. And follow me in my pictures and go from there.
Okay. Oh, and one other question, dear.
Yes.
Who was that handsome young man that we saw earlier this evening?
Oh.
Oh.
Obviously, Toni warned you about what I do with handsome young men.
Oh, you liked him,
Rumored
did you?
that handsome young men are part of my beauty regimen.
You liked him, did you?
Well, a gal's got to do something to maintain her figure and youthful glow.
Well, I'll let him know that you liked him oh so well.
He's a nice looking man.
Yeah.
And Tatyana, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
No
thanks.
problem. I had a really good time, and I hope everyone will have a good.
Well, you know what? We had a great time too, and I've said this before. If you want your show to be good, you want to have a good time, call that bitch.
So true.
Girl, I love you.
Well,
Mwah.
maybe next
Thank
time
you.
I'll do a little number for you. I'll
Hell
do a little,
yes.
Yes.
I'll come
That
back
would
and
be
do it.
fabulous. Honey, this young lady is another one that can jump up in the air, land in a cooter slam, but don't blink because by the time you blink, she's already back up taking the dance floor again.
Okay, yes, that's me.
Tatyana, again, sweetie, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I had a great
Mwah.
time.
Thank you. She was
She's a sweetheart.
fabulous.
You've got to love her. And you know what?
Yes.
I'm not going to lie and say I've never seen her be shady. No, I don't think I've seen her be shady. I think I saw her annoyed once. But she's just a genuinely nice person,
Yes.
which in our line of work is refreshing.
Rare. Refreshing and rare.
The way I like my steaks. Honey, not the ones that they try to drive through my heart. Like they can get through all this rubber and silicone.
Right.
And besides, if they go in there, they're looking in the wrong place anyway. My heart's in my jewelry box. LaBelle, thank you so much, sweetie.
Thank you, LaBelle.
Well, that's it for episode 50. What?
53.
Wow.
I know.
Time does fly when you're having fun.
I mean, can you believe it?
And here it is, 3 years later, and I'm still the naughty one.
Absolutely.
Well, we call it job security. What, sweetie? Oh, by the way, did you mail that palette out yet, girl?
I did. I meant to message him because he should have it already.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll probably text him or something because he's a night owl. And oh, my stars and garters, how did you feel about the weather we had the past few days?
We actually had to buy a new air conditioning unit for the one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Oh, wow.
The thing was ancient, and it was like you put it on high, and it was like somebody going like. I said
that is just wrong.
I said no. I said this. It's got to go. It's got to go. And we just bought because it's not a big bedroom, so it doesn't need like a lot, because you close the door and a small little window unit can turn it easily into a refrigerator. So,
you know what I want to try? I want to see one of those little devices that you're always seeing advertisements for.
I know. I wonder if they really work.
I want to see if there's any truth to one of those things.
No, some of these things that you see like on Facebook ads and Instagram ads, TikTok ads, they look great, but then it's like, yeah, but does it really work?
Yeah, it'll really work your nerve.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of working one's nerve, this is a lexism that you might find amusing.
Oh.
Someone was flirting with me, making constant comments. Oh, that sounds like a Bigelow tea. Making constant comments about my bust. And like, well, what does that feel? I don't like sitting there. It's like, number one, you ask a lot of questions. I said, I got a question for you. You want to know so much about my boobs. Have you ever gone surfing? No, why? I said, it's like wearing a wetsuit. It is. I mean, you're encased in it.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's a rewarding look.
True.
I mean, and their power. It amuses me when I'm standing at the counter and I watch them mess up the counter. My change in my favor. No, so I mean, and people stare. Well, that is why we have them. So.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if we had them and they didn't stare, that would be alarming.
Yeah. Like it's like I told somebody just the other day on Facebook, when they stop talking about you that you need to worry.
Oh, yeah, no. See, I don't care what people say about me. If I did, I wouldn't be the creature that I've evolved into. Because as long as they have to take time out of their day for my name to drop out of their mouth, I don't rent a damn thing. I lock, stock, and barrel own that much real estate in their head.
True.
There goes the neighborhood. Again, everybody, I am the, as you can see, naughty Alexis Flame, joined by,
The nice Toni Homeperm.
and be on the lookout for the notorious Naughty or Nice Awards coming very soon. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and we will see you again a week from next Thursday when our guest will be.
Emoji Nightmare.
Yes! Thank you, because I'm looking, I'm trying to make it out.
Yeah, print is too small, right?
Pretty much. Who printed this batch? Was it you and me? You
It got to be you.
It was me?
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to make the damn print larger.
Yeah. You gotta enlarge the font.
I'll figure it out.
Yes.
Well, bit. That's all, folks.
All right. Good night.
You don't have to
everyone.
go home, but you can't stay here. Get out.
Good night.
Good night. You're still here. Go away. We are the weirdos, mister.
All right. Good night. You didn't say your usual.
Oh, naughty nightmares?
Yeah, you didn't say it.
I got cats meowing behind me. I need a cocktail. Naughty nightmares. Let's get the hell out of here.
Goodbye.
Bye.